Greetings, children of the screen. Your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again, and today I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about the legacy of Nightwing. If you're even remotely familiar with comics or superheroes, when you hear the name Nightwing, you probably think of this guy right here. Dick Grayson, formerly Robin, one half of the dynamic duo. Or maybe you're more familiar with him looking like this. Or this. Or maybe how about this one here? Dick Grayson, originally introduced in Detective Comics number 38 in 1940, made his first appearance as Nightwing in Tales of Teen Titans number 44 from 1984. But did you know that Dick Grayson is not actually the first hero to carry the name Nightwing? He is in fact the third. The original Nightwing was first introduced in the story Superman in Kandor in the pages of Superman number 158 from 1963, and was none other than Kal-El Clark Kent himself. In this classic story, Superman and Jimmy Olsen, while in the bottled city of Kandor, where Superman has no powers, take to the street as a vigilante crime-fighting duo inspired by Batman and Robin. However, Kandor has no bats, and they don't have robins either, so therefore they christen themselves Nightwing and Flamebird, the names inspired by a pair of Kryptonian birds owned by Superman's Kandorian friend, Nor Khan. Later, in Superman Family number 183, released in 1977, we see the next iteration of Nightwing and sidekick Flamebird, as Van Zee, Clark's cousin, and Akvar, his niece's husband, took up the mantles to protect the streets of Kandor, as Superman and Jimmy Olsen had once done. After a few awesome adventures, that then brings us back to 1984, where Dick Grayson, having outgrown the Robin persona and wanting to forge a new identity, remembers an adventure shared between he, Batman, Clark, and Jimmy, and chooses the name Nightwing. Because the original Nightwing was inspired by Batman, in some ways this could be Dick Grayson honoring both of his two biggest male role models from growing up. Or it could be his deep-seated daddy issues manifesting subconsciously as a way to stick it to Bruce by choosing Superman's former vigilante alter ego over following in the footsteps of the Batman. Take your pick, but either way, that makes Dick Grayson the third vigilante hero to carry the name Nightwing. However, if you weren't aware of this, don't feel too bad. That's all in pre-crisis continuity. In post-crisis continuity, and as far as I know, current continuity, Dick Grayson is the only true Nightwing, having instead got the inspiration from an old Kryptonian legend told to him by Superman about a mythic Kandorian figure known as Nightwing. And there you have it, guys, the surprisingly super legacy of Nightwing. And if I'm being honest, I prefer the pre-crisis continuity origin of the name simply for the fact that it does technically make Dick the legacy of two great heroes, and you can see in his embodiment of Nightwing the perfect balance between the elements that make both Batman and Superman great heroes. And you never know, with all the things DC's currently doing and the way that they're bringing back all kinds of old stuff as part of focusing on the legacy of DC, perhaps we'll see a return to the pre-crisis origin. I mean, a man can dream, can't he? But that's just what I think. What say you, children of the screen? Do you prefer Nightwing being a standalone hero or being part of a legacy? Which origin do you prefer? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please make sure and like and share with some friends. That's more important now than ever. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you can check out all the dope content I'll have coming out in the future. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I hope you all have a good one. Nerd Scum, out.